Thank you for staying tuned. In about 40 minutes from now, the Nigerian equities market will close trading for today. Well, let's get a sense of how the stocks have performed so far. Temple Ashaju joins us now. Hello, Temple. Good afternoon. Good to have you back. I hope you had fun.
Yes, indeed, Chibeze. Really good to be back here.
Right, so the market started the month of December in a negative note. However, at intraday today, we saw the index up 0.29%. Is that positive momentum still sustained at this time?
Absolutely, it's still on as we speak. We know the market is still up right now by some 0.29%. Keeps going up and up. As we started the market this morning, it opened at some 0.04%, some marginal gains there due to the announcements that came in from Lafarge WAPCO following the emergency meeting of the board members yesterday, and then the announcement came in that the company will be implementing a rights issue of some 89 billion naira. That pushed up the share price a bit to some 13 naira 40 kobo. Now we know that the rights issue is going to be issued at 12 naira. But as we speak right now in the markets, we have seen some profit taking on that particular company. We see it now at 13 naira, given the kind of profit taking that investors have set into the market with. You know, there are, of course, some of the investors that have been waiting on the sideline to see the share price move and for them to be able to exit the market. Of course, we know of the risk of sentiment that investors have been given to stock markets in recent time, given the events that we have seen as well in the external side of things. But generally, we've seen the banking names in terms of sectoral performances now driving up the share price, driving up the activities in the market. We've also seen the consumer goods sector, thanks to Nigerian breweries, which has also been able to sustain the rise in its share price. It is currently trading at 82 naira. A few minutes ago, it was 81 naira. By the time you went on break and we came back, we saw it moving at some 82 naira. So that has been sustained as well. The banking segment of the market is currently up by some 0.55%, and it looks like that is also going to continue. If you look at the top trade segments of the market, you find names like Access Bank, you find FCMB, which is currently the most actively traded company in the market, and of course you find FBN Holdings. The FBN or FCMB has done some 11 million units of its shares in the market and is accounting for about 25% of the entire transaction that we've seen in the market today. Chimeze.
All right, you didn't say anything about Dangote Cement. I'm just wondering, with the market still in the positive territory at this time, are we likely to see the market closing positive? Do you see perhaps Dangote Cement, as usual, pulling the market back into the red?
So Dangote, like you said, is almost always on everybody's radar. If you deal in the Nigerian stock market, you always want to watch that number. We haven't really seen any movement in that particular company right now. However, if the company moves upwards, moving away from the 180 naira region that it has been trending or trading at in recent time, we should see the market close an uptick. Again, if you look at the performance of the market yesterday, you recall that we had a positive break, but that did not impact on the performance of the market yesterday. The market dipped by some 0.24%. However, if you look at the level of transaction in the market, you see more buy sentiment, and that is ahead of the December rally, which is historically common with the Nigerian stock market. So that is what we're seeing in the meantime. Mansard is one of the top gainers right now in the market. It's done almost 10% in terms of share price appreciation in the market today. Now, we remember that, or you recall rather, that a few days ago, Mansard was a company that was placed on offer in the market. It had closed in the previous session at 2 naira 2 kobo, but then it went on offer at 1 naira 82 kobo, and eventually it succumbed to the pressures of investors. So at the end of the day, we were able to get investors buying into it. But as we speak, Mansard has been able to rise some 10%, and it is close to 2 naira, if not more than 2 naira right now in the market. That explains the kind of sentiment that we're seeing from investors in recent times. People are buying the likes of GTB, taking position in the likes of Zenith Bank, taking a position in the likes of the industrial good names, and of course the various companies that have fundamentals in this market. And that is what we're likely to continue to see for the rest of this week as well as next week. Then you probably start to see some kind of profit taking setting in by the third week of December. It is common at this time of the year because, again, you have a lot of companies that want to close their books positively and be able to report their financial year ending at December the 31st very, very positively. If this goes on, you're going to have a lot of capital appreciation for a whole lot of the retail and, of course, corporate investors that have been keen into the market at this point in time. Chimaze.
All right, thank you very much, Temple. See you later. And a federal high court sitting in Lagos has adjourned till the 12th of December for a report of settlement in the suit filed by telecoms giant MTN, challenging the fine imposed on it by the federal government of Nigeria. Justice Saliu Saidu fixed the date after parties in the suit informed him of their intention to settle the matter out of court. The federal government had reportedly asked MTN to pay $2 billion in tax arrears. This is in addition to another $8.13 billion said to have been illegally repatriated to South Africa. And the Togolese Republic has become the 20th member state of Africa Finance Corporation, Africa's leading infrastructure development finance institution. Togo's membership of AFC also makes it the 12th West African member of AFC after Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, Chad, Cape Verde, Benin, and Cote d'Ivoire. Togo has in recent years delivered one of the highest growth rates across the continent, averaging over 5% since the beginning of a commodity downturn, against a continental average of less than 4% during the same time period, as well as impressively low inflation rate projected to come in at just 0.5% in 2018. And finally, Kenya is in talks with lenders to roll over a $760 million syndicated loan this fiscal year and lengthened its maturity in order to make debt repayments more manageable. The loan, which was initially for 2 years, was arranged by TDB Bank. And that's it on the program. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimezie Obi Iwago.